on what I think all would acknowledge is both a complex, sensitive and controversial issue would benefit from a sensible roundtable discussion in which the prison service actually was open to some scrutiny, because I think part of the issue that there is around this whole issue of gender, sex and ID in government as a whole is that policy has been developed mainly by officials who have come under the influence of certain groups, which ministers have basically accepted, and it hasn't been subject to proper scrutiny. And my major appeal tonight to the Minister is to allow for that and to open up a dialogue in which those of us who are gender critical are not accused of being transphobic, which of course, or being under the pay of outright American organisations, which of course I'm afraid has all too often clouded the debate. I have an oral question about Professor Kathleen Stock tomorrow, but this is a classic where it seems to me that someone who's expressed quite legitimate views is subject to horrendous abuse and basically allowed to simply put up with it herself. It was very, very late on that the university came to her defence. And my lords, there are so many examples of this, mainly to women, because there is a lot of misogyny in this debate, mainly to women, who are left defenceless by pathetic public bodies who are frightened to upset certain groups like Stonewall. We know it, my lords, the noble lords. We know it. How many government departments where policy has been developed by officials, where ministers have actually had virtually no say in how it's being developed. And my appeal tonight, my lords, to the Minister is to take it seriously, to say there is a legitimate debate, not one where we're going to call each other's names. We're actually going to start to discuss these issues, because it's never been allowed, my lords. There has been no real public debate or scrutiny in Parliament. And they're so sensitive, and we're going to come to this now every bill that goes through, this debate's going to take place. And I just think the government needs to really... We know government is split. We know government is split on this. But they have got to get themselves together and start to have a proper dialogue. And that's the appeal I make to the Minister.
Well, my lords, I'm afraid it's not just the government that's split on this.